Hey everybody, I just wanted to add a trigger warning to the beginning of this video. If you have emetophobia, there are parts of this video that you will not want to watch, and I don't exactly know where those parts are, so you might want to skip the whole video. Just a warning. Hey everybody, what's up? It is Christopher here, and today I wanted to give you all an update on my ARFID. ARFID stands for Avoidant Restrictive Food Intake Disorder. And I have all three types, which are the avoidant type, which is where you avoid food for sensory reasons like texture, taste, smell, yeah. And then the aversive type, which is fear-based. So for me, it's like fear of gagging is the big one, as well as fear of throwing up. For a lot of people, there's also a fear of choking. I do have a fear of choking on a few foods, but mostly it's fear of gagging and throwing up for me. And the third type is restrictive type, and that is where you have a disinterest in food altogether. You don't have an appetite, or maybe you forget to eat. And so I have all three of those types. And I was just looking through my old videos, and I found one from like 2 months ago where I was struggling, and I guess I didn't realize that this. I knew I had been struggling with ARFID, but I guess I wasn't aware of the timeline of how long this particular severe struggle has been going on. So I've been having a very hard time trying new foods, and the last, I tried those coffee crisps in my last video, and unfortunately those aren't a safe food option because they're not readily accessible to me. Um, I only get them when they come down from Canada, or like I don't have money to buy them off Amazon all the time. So they're not reliable safe food. So I don't have any safe foods at the moment, like absolutely none. I've been living mostly off of milk, and it's it's bad. I'm malnourished. My brain fog is very bad. I don't know. I'm sure it was obvious in the beginning when I when I had that little pause when I was talking about the avoidant type of ARFID. That was my brain fogging. Yeah. So, um, I am actually in the process of getting a tube to get tube feeds through outpatient, so I won't be in like a hospital or anything like that. Um, we're still in the early stages of the process, but both my dietitian and my therapist are on board with it. Um, did I say my dietitian? My dietitian and my therapist are both on board with it. I don't know if that's what I said before. Um, and I'm talking to my psychiatrist tomorrow in hopes that she will send a referral to a GI doctor. The GI doctor would be who oversees the tube feeds, like gets the tube put in and just make sure everything is going well with the feeds and whatnot. Um, and then, of course, there's the issue of insurance and dealing with their crap and hoping that they approve it. We will find out, and I will update you guys as I know more details with that. Um, I'm nervous about getting a tube just because, like, I've had one in the past. I had one when I was at an eating disorder center a little over a year ago. It was December 1st, 2024. No, December 1st, 2023. Yeah. Um, I had a tube for one night in the inpatient eating disorder center, and the reason I only had it for one night was that we didn't realize I have delayed gastric emptying, and so we put it. The tube goes from your nose to your stomach. It's an NG tube, and what happens with that is they set the rate of how fast they want the feed to go through the tube, and they set it at the average rate, but that was too much for me, and we didn't know that. And so, like, literally, like, 4 hours later, they put it in at nighttime so I would sleep through the feed. 4 hours later, when the feed was over, I was like, "Take this tube out, I'm going to vomit." So they took it out, and I ran, and I puked the whole feed up. So, yeah, I'm pretty nervous about, um, getting this tube for that reason. I know that there are other tubes that go down to your intestines, so I might talk about getting that one instead. Um, and I just have, like, the main fears I think that anyone would have when they're getting a um, medical device put in. Um, so that's what's going on there. I was talking to my mom about all this yesterday, like last night, and she didn't understand that the tube doesn't come out every time you're done with a feed. Like, you don't put it in, have a feed, take it out, wait till the next day, put it in, have a feed, take it out. That's not how any of this works. You keep it in 24/7, and then, like, every few weeks or something, you go back and get it switched out if it's a tube that goes down your nose. Um, so she was like, "So you're gonna be walking around the store with something hanging out of your nose?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am." Like, there's nothing I can do about that. Like, I don't really care. Like, I already walk with a cane when I go out to the store, so, like, I don't people are already looking at me. Like, I'm a young person with a freaking metallic purple cane. Like, of course people are looking at me already. And that was a very hard thing for me to get over, was people watching me, but now that I'm used to it, like, I mean, they're not gonna look at me anymore because I have a tube than they are because I have a cane. Like, they're gonna look at me no matter what. Um, so I'm not terribly worried about it. But yeah, so it was just interesting that she didn't really grasp that concept that it's not gonna just disappear. Like, people are gonna see it. It's not just gonna be something that I can hide away at home with, you know. But it doesn't really matter, because the whole point is I'm not eating. I'm not getting nutrition. My brain fog is severe. I'm getting heart palpitations. My chest hurts. Um, and I don't know if I already said brain fog. Um, my muscles feel weak. I'm tired all the time, like, over beyond overtired, and it doesn't matter how long I sleep. Um, yeah, I'm overly emotional. I don't know if that's part of it or not. I'm assuming it is. Like, really overly emotional. Like, I will tear up at every little thing, even if it's nothing sad or overly happy. Like, something super neutral, and I'm trying to hold in a crying, you know? Um, which is really hard. Like, being overly emotional and wanting to cry all the time is, like, really freaking hard because I don't like when people see me cry. So, like, I really try to hold it in. Um, but anyway, I think that kind of got off topic. Anyway, yeah, so ARFID wise, not doing well. I also have a diagnosis of anorexia. I'm not going to go into any of that besides just saying I'm perfectly well with the anorexia. I'm not having any issues with that right now, which is really good. So, yeah, the ARFID is the big problem right now. And yeah, so I'm going to end this video here, and thanks for watching. I will talk to you all another time. I wanted to add to the list of things that I have going on that are part of my malnourishment, and that is that I'm always lightheaded, like 24/7. I've had that issue for a while, but it's become even more severe, and it's also happening even when I'm laying down. It never used to happen when I was laying down. So yeah.